Hi, thanks for joining me for this hatha practice. We're going to get started today seated. And just a heads up, this practice, which hopefully I'll remember to put all this in the title description, we're going to be kneeling. There's going to be a lot of low lunges in this practice. So if you have sensitive knees, sometimes just flipping the side of your mat can make the mat a little thicker and squishier. That can be a nice little kind of addition to cushion the knees, or you may need something a little bit more so. So feel free to have something handy. That might be a small rolled up hand towel, heck, even like a soft sweatshirt or something, just to give you a little more cushion there, okay? So as we get comfortable on our seat, feel free to sit flat on the floor, or if you wish, you can sit on a couple yoga blocks to kind of help elevate the hips, and that will decrease kind of compression, tension in the low back, hips, and knees, if those parts are feeling cranky here. And we can shift and adjust and do as we need to do until we find that sweet spot of pretty good comfort. Feel free to close your eyes, relax your jaw. And let's go ahead and give the shoulders a conscious shrug. So kind of pulling your shoulders up near the earlobes and then relaxing them down the backside body. Feel free to do that again if you wish. And when you relax the shoulders back, we kind of leave the chest wide open, the collarbones broad. All right. Palms can face up or down. And go ahead and start to notice just how you're doing in your body today. Noticing the sensations from head to toe between left and right sides. Noticing kind of the chatter in your mind. Noticing any thoughts or emotions that are present. Just acknowledging them, not trying to chase them away. Just saying, I see you. We're doing yoga now. You're free to hang out and watch or move on. Thoughts, feelings. All right. If it helps you to feel a little more grounded, you might start to breathe a little bit slower and a little bit deeper. Good. And from this place, we can then inhale, sweep the arms out wide and up and overhead. As we exhale, bring the palms together and just lowering them down in front of the heart for a moment. Acknowledging this amazing body that you are in. The lungs that bring you oxygen. The bones that support you, the muscles that move you through the world. Just find a little gratitude for this body. And bringing into this practice a bit of compassion as well. So if there's anything I'm suggesting that you're just not loving, feel free to come out of it. Feel free to add on your own stuff. But just practicing presence, being aware of what you're feeling, and deciding how to respond to that. Okay? With that, we can release our hands down, maybe open the eyes. And we're going to go ahead and turn our chest to the right. All right, and your hands can just kind of float up, or you can bring them in prayer, whatever works for you. So think about sitting up nice and tall and just rotating to the right. And keeping that length to your spine, we're going to go ahead and take it back through center and rotate to the left. Take a breath or two here. And so you may notice that you have a little more kind of sense of rotation to the left or the right, doesn't matter, but just interesting field notes upon yourself. So come back through center and take it over to the right. Again, we're not using our hands or arms to get us deeper. Come back through center. Let's rotate left. Good. Inhale through center. Go a little faster. Exhale, we twist right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist left. Again, inhaling through center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist left. Good stuff. Come back through center. And as you do, we're going to place the hands on the right knee. And take a moment to kind of lift the chest up, draw the shoulders down, turn your chin to the sky. So it's kind of like a cat-cow situation here. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, let the shoulders rise up to your earlobes, your chin to your chest, round your spine, and kind of lean back in your spine. Arms are straight. And let the shoulder blades kind of slide away from each other here. Middle upper back is nice and wide. And then we'll bring ourselves back up into kind of a neutral seat, long spine. Turn to the left knee. Same thing, other side, friends. Grab a hold of that left knee. Pull the shoulders back, lift the heart up, turn the chin up, take an inhale. And on the exhale, same. We start to round the back, chin to the chest, shoulders draw forward as we create all that space between the shoulder blades. Breathe here. And again, just noticing if one side is different than the other. And then clearing out the cobwebs from under the shoulder blades, hopefully. Good. And then again, we'll come back up into a neutral seat. And from here, we're going to lean to the right. So this could be right hand. This could be the right forearm. All right. Inhale to reach the left arm high. And exhale as it tips overhead. Now if you find the right forearm is too low, just come onto the hand instead. I normally don't like coming as low as my forearm, but it's kind of evening time for me, so I've got a whole day of moving around in my body, so I don't feel quite as stiff as I normally would in a morning practice. For me, that makes a big difference what time of day I move. Cool. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Rise, rise, rise. The other side may be different. So either left hand to the floor, or maybe we tip to that left forearm to the floor. Oh yeah, my right hip comes off the mat. I'm going to go with it though, see how it goes for you. Inhale, right arm high. And exhale as it reaches overhead. Let's see if I can kind of sink my right hip down a little bit. It doesn't really want to go. So if that's true for you, again, you can stay on your hand, you can stay on your forearm. Decide what's best. Again, none of this stuff should hurt. You may feel like, dang, that's a big stretch, or dang, this is kind of tough, but it should never be moments of pain in your practice. Ever, ever, ever. Cool. We're going to bring ourselves up. Cool. And then now we're going to flip ourselves to our hands and knees. And maybe wag out the hips from side to side. All right. And with the hips over the knees, we're going to go ahead and start to reach our arms out in front of us. So coming into kind of a hovering puppy pose for a moment, palms down, arms straight. And slide your hands as far forward as you can without bending your elbows or dropping your chest. Hips are still over the knees. And then go ahead and drop your elbows. Safely deposit your forehead to the floor, and you can keep the elbows bent, or if your shoulders like it, you can reach the arms further out in front of you. Some folks have a lot of flexibility in their spines, others lesser so. So it may be that you can comfortably bring your chin to the mat and look forward. Maybe your chest is resting on the mat. Right. Elbows can be as bent as you need them, and You can also put a yoga block under your head. So what one posture looks like in one human body doesn't mean it can't look different in another human body. Right? One is not better than the other. So take time to kind of explore what's best for you. Let's give it one more cycle of breath. And if your arms are straight, you can start to bend your elbows and bring them back. So you can prop yourself onto your elbows, elbows under the shoulders, palms to the floor. Hips over the knees. Let your belly sag down and inhale, turn your chin up, turn your tail up. And as you exhale, tuck the pelvis under, around your spine, chin to the chest. We do that again. Drop the belly, inhaling to look forward. Exhaling as we lift through the spine, rounding the back. And once more, inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling as we round. Good. Come back through to kind of look forward and rise up on your hands. Walking the hands back underneath you. We're going to go ahead and curl the toes on the mat. And here is where you might cushion the left knee, because that's the one that's going to be down for a bit. Start to rise up, right? Head and shoulders over the hips, and then we will help or step the right foot forward. Boom. So what we're looking for here is not a deep flexy lunge. No. We're backing it up so that the right knee is over the right ankle and the left hip is over the left knee. So what we call kind of like a 90-90 lunge. Squeeze, activate your back left butt cheek, your glute, right? And make sure that your right hip isn't higher than the left. And make sure that your right knee isn't drifting inward. Lots of things to pay attention to here, right? And then we're going to reach our arms out in front of us. Cool. And then pull your right elbow back, and as you do, reach the left arm forward. And we're kind of getting this thoracic rotation in the spine, so we're twisting our chest to the right, possibly looking back. Good. We'll inhale, look forward. The arm lengths match up, more or less. As we exhale, twist to the right, pull the right elbow back as you actively reach the left arm forward. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhaling, reach forward. Exhale. With control, pull that right elbow back, twist. Inhaling to reach forward. Exhale, draw back. We get that twist. One more time. Inhale to reach forward. And exhale as we reach back and twist. Let's hold this one for a moment. See if you can actively reach a little more through the left. Pull back a little more with that right elbow. Hey, good. And then we're going to unwind. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bend the left elbow and let that left hand drop behind you. Right hand can grab a hold of that left elbow. Come back to squeezing your left bum cheek if you're not. Breathe in. And as you exhale, take a little side bend to the right. And you might feel a little wibbly wobbly on your feet. That's okay. I always kind of find these little points of balance kind of interesting. I've got another one coming up for you soon. Points of balance, that is. Fantastic. Come on up. We're going to release the hands to the floor. Allow the left foot to come off the mat behind you to the left. And we're going to open ourselves out. Extend that right leg. Maybe float it, maybe the foot down. That's entirely up to you. Right arm up, yeah? So lift or keep it low. Your business. And then we're going to come up to stand on this left knee. Bending the right knee, we come up. And maybe we adjust. Again, that bottom left knee. I could feel my yoga pants all twisted up under there. This time we have a bend in the right knee, obviously. We're trying to keep the right heel in line with the left knee. Again, we kind of fire up our butt, so we're nice and open across the pelvis. And we can bring right hand inside of the right knee. And then see about lunging a little bit more so to the right, if that's available. If it's not, we just stay upright, okay? From here, we're gonna reach the left arm up into space and then kind of past our left ear for a moment. So kind of like a kneeling extended side angle. And this time we're gonna focus on the top left arm. So go ahead and begin to kind of swish your arm past your face. Drop it down, reach it up. And there we go. 4 more of those. Just making these nice smooth circles, keeping the chest open. Cool. That was 3. 4. What the heck, we'll do 1 more. Good. And then from there, we're gonna have a little direction change. So dropping the hands around the right foot, you can sweep that left knee back on the mat underneath you, underneath the left hip. Curling the left toes on the mat. Again, 90-90, left hip over left knee over right ankle. You can keep those left toes curled on the mat and come up for just a moment, bringing your hands on the right knee. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we're gonna kind of rotate our chest and belly as much as we can towards the right thigh. And from there, start to kind of lay your upper body on this right leg. So it might be one side of your chest or one of your shoulders. You might, with your hands flipped up, place one hand over the other on top of the right foot, as we're trying not to push our hands into the mat at all. Or for a little bit further challenge, you could bring your hands back behind you, resting them on your low back. And this is what I mean about finding a kind of point of balance in a posture. Just remember to breathe. Right? And I love these kind of weird balancing postures that don't require us to stand on one leg. Right? You might see the muscles of your left thigh and calf twitchy, twitchy. It may be in your right ankle, your right foot. Notice the integrity of your breath, so whether you're holding it or not. Cool. Noticing that breath, go ahead and breathe 3 more rounds of it. You count it. And whenever you get to your 3rd and final exhale, you can bring your hands to the floor. And notice how nice it feels when your shoulders help to kind of support your weight. Okay. We'll pull the right knee back next to the left. And you can do one of 2 things. You might just sit back and sit upright. Or if you wish, you can take the knees wider and maybe bow forward for a little child's pose. You decide what feels better for you. And close your eyes if you wish. Try to soften all the things that you can. And just breathe. Good. We're going to be moving on. So if you're in child's, walking yourself back up, we're going to, just like before, come to stand upon the knees. Curl the toes on the mat. This time possibly cushioning your right knee, however you need. And then stepping the left foot forward so that we get into this 90-90 lunge. So 90 degrees in the left knee and in the right knee. Making sure that we're nice and stacked, head and shoulders over the pelvis. Squeeze your right glute. And make sure that your left hip isn't higher than the right. And see that your left knee isn't drifting inward. Okay? We can reach the arms out in front of us, so palms face each other, hands are shoulder height. Cool. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull that left elbow back, reach the right arm forward, and we get that twist. Okay, 4 more. Inhaling, reach forward. Exhale, pull the left elbow back, reach the right arm forward. Inhale, square yourself forward. Exhale, draw that left elbow back. Inhaling, reach forward. Exhaling as we get that twist. One more time. Inhaling to reach forward. And exhaling as we get that twist, this time holding. Actively reaching the right arm a little bit further forward, that left arm a little bit further back. Cool. And let it go. And drop the hands down. This time allowing the right foot to come off the side of the mat, back behind you. And extend the left leg down the floor. Maybe left hand up into the sky, maybe left foot floats up into the sky. So a little bit of supported side plank, foot up or down, you decide. All right, trying not to collapse into this bottom right shoulder. We have a sense of lifting up. Good, and then we'll bend this top left knee, and we come upright. Once more, head and shoulders over the pelvis. Take a look down. Left heel should be in line with the right knee. Little squeeze to your bum. And then we go wide. So left hand just inside of that left knee, right arm up into the sky. Again, you can stay rather upright or see if there's room. To lunge left. Yeesh, I got some stuff over there. Okay, feels kind of good though to stretch it out. We're gonna reach the right arm past the right ear, like a little extended side angle. And then the same thing, we're gonna slow, mindful circle out this top right arm and shoulder. So start to sweep the right arm past your face and downward. Start to reach it back and up, forward and down. And pay attention to how your palm will go from facing back and then facing forward, right? Just as we go through the rotation through the shoulder, the way our arms are designed, they have to turn to make these revolutions, right? The hand needs to flip directions. We'll take it once more around town. Good. And then from there, we're going to turn once more towards the left foot, towards the top of the mat. So go ahead and shift as you need, coming back into a lunge, right hip over right knee, left knee over left ankle, right toes curled on the mat. Take a moment to come upright. Again, you want to squeeze your butt there for a little bit of help. Same. We're going to kind of rotate the chest towards the left leg and start to kind of lay yourself on top of your own left thigh. Palms facing up on top of the foot. Again, we're trying not to use pressure of our hands to the mat. Or if you wish, bringing the hands back behind you, resting on your low back or sacrum. And just chilling here. Watching the fun show of your left shin and ankle and foot twitch. Maybe you'll have some stuff happening in that back right leg as well. As your body sorts out how to keep you balanced here. If you wish, you can close your eyes and see if that impacts your sense of balance. If you don't like that, open them back up. Give it 3 more breaths. Good. When you're ready, releasing your hands to the floor. Again, we'll kind of help that left knee back. And from here, friends, you might cross your ankles and help your bum to come down to the floor. All right. Extend your legs out, maybe pick up, put down your knees, spin out your ankles, wiggle your toes. Yay, yay, yay. All right. And from here, we do a little kind of upright figure 4, a little bit of twisty twist. So hands back behind you just to support you. Have a little kind of micro bend to your right knee. And we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. From there, see about bending that right knee, planting your foot to the floor. And it might come close to your butt. It might be further down the mat. You might have a heel down, toes up situation. We're directing the point of stretch to the outer left hip. You can also play with kind of pushing your upper body towards the lower body. Just breathe into whatever sensations are present. If you're getting distracted by stuff around you, maybe close your eyes. Cool. And then from here, we're going to allow the right knee and the left foot to tip to our right. And in doing so, we'll be forced to sit up a little bit higher. Grab a hold of that left shin as we sit tall. You could stay just like this, or sweep the left hand back behind you, lifting through the chest. You can secure this twist with your right hand to the left knee, or maybe the forearm to the knee, or if you wish, elbow to the knee. Everyone has their preferred degree of twist. You should be able to breathe in the twist that you get into for yourself. So just being mindful to not be super aggressive. Let's give it one more breath. And then start to unwind your upper body. Start to untie the lower half of your body. Again, maybe popcorn out the knees. And then we'll take it to the other side. So bring the hands back behind you, kind of lean back on them. A little micro bend to your knees. And then see about crossing right ankle over the left knee. Stay just like that. Or maybe bring that left foot in a little closer. Maybe bring your butt a little closer to the foot, like whatever way works for you. You can play with kind of pushing your chest gently towards your legs. Of course, this time we're targeting a stretch to the outer right hip. How we doing? Okie dokie artichoke. He's a couple more breaths here. And just like we did before, but in the other direction this time, left knee, right foot are going to flop and drop with purpose to the left. And in doing so, we come upright. Grab a hold of that right knee, lift the chest, sit nice and tall. Stay just like you are, or perhaps spin the right hand back behind you. Right? Again, left hand, forearm, or elbow on the right knee to help you secure this twist. No pain. Breathing should be easy to come by. Okay. Yawning. It's not quite bedtime, but it's definitely evening yoga for me. But who am I kidding? I can yawn any time of day. All right, let's give it one more breath. And then we can start to unwind. Good. Untie your legs. And this time, friends, we're going to ease ourselves down onto our backs. Hug the knees in, rock from side to side. And because we've spent so much of this practice with our knees bent, I'm just going to have us extend the legs skyward for a moment. And your knees may have a bit of bend to them. They may be nice and straight. They may be nice and bent. I don't like the word nice in there. I don't like how I use that. Okay, so straighter, softer knees. Well, we play with kind of flexing and pointing the feet, maybe wiggling the toes. And again, just kind of, this is like whatever degree of stretch that you're getting out of this for the backs of the legs, right? Again, move your feet around. If you do have straight legs, maybe bend your knees and extend back up. Do that a couple times. And then we can bring the knees bent back towards the chest. Grab a hold of the knees or the shins or the thighs and pull your legs in closer. And then curl your forehead up toward the knees. And lower the shoulders and head. Go ahead and lower your feet. It is that time to kind of stretch out in your body. And find your way into a restful Shavasana. So this could be lying on your back, or maybe your belly or side. Maybe we sit upright or take a seated meditation, you know. Just get cozy. Let the breath become soft and effortless. And then just kind of step back and watch whatever thoughts come into your head and let them carry on without you. And just as you are, you can start to bring a little bit of wiggle back into your fingers and toes. And back to your wrists and ankles. Maybe move your head from side to side. And possibly reach the arms overhead. Take a big, big whole body stretch. If you're on your back, you might bend the knees, plant the feet to the floor. And gently help yourself roll to your side. And from your side, you can use your arms to press yourself up. It's here that we take a seat. Right back where we started. Hopefully a little more present in our body. Hopefully a little less rigid. There we go. Inhale, sweep your arms out wide and overhead. Exhale as we bring the hands down in front of the heart as we close up this practice. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good time. May you be well, may you be safe, may you be kind. Peace to you.